Think, Pair, Share by Nicole, Brittany, Zara, and Sumia. So what is Think, Pair, Share? Think, Pair, Share is a strategy designed to provide time for the students to have individual, independent thinking time about a certain topic, pair up with partners, typically an elbow partner or assigned partners, to decrease waste of time, and then sharing their answers with their partner. This strategy provides high classroom participation since every student is required to partner up and share his or her response. Students can also gather new information from their partners as they share their ideas to one another. As students are partnered up for an allotted time, the teacher can monitor and walk around the classroom to make sure the students are staying on task and discussing the topic, and so that they know when to gather the class back up as a whole. Teachers can also take this strategy a step further by asking each pair of students to share with the class what they come up with together during their classroom discussion. This strategy is not specific to one subject and can be used for all different types of lessons, whether it's a question about a reading excerpt, a social studies discussion, or even a science hypothesis. There are many strengths associated with this strategy. One strength is that this strategy involves interaction between the students. As we have been studying in this course, it is important for the students to be able to interact with one another in order to hear others' ideas and to be able to learn from those ideas. This is also important because it allows them to let out their opinion and express that opinion with their peers. Another strength associated with this strategy is that everyone is involved in discussion. This strategy makes everyone discuss their ideas with a peer, and then those groups share with the class. This allows everyone to have the opportunity to speak, and the teacher is able to walk around and hear those ideas and opinions from all their students. A third strength in this strategy is that it improves students' reading comprehension. The students are able to comprehend and understand the reading better because they have time to think about the reading, and they're able to discuss and hear the peers' ideas about the reading. If someone is having difficulty with understanding something, their peer can help clarify and then tell them what they think happened in the reading. A fourth strength from this strategy is that it enhances the students' oral communication skills. This is true because the students are all forced to interact with a peer in the classroom, which gives them the opportunity to build those communication skills. Some students need that extra push to experience these opportunities and to have good conversations with their peers, which is made available through the Think, Pair, Share strategy. Another strength from this strategy is that it allows students to think and use prior knowledge in discussion. This strategy provides students the opportunity to really think about what they read, which gives them the opportunity to connect what they read with things that they have previously learned or gone through. Connections are made through this strategy, which helps the reader. Lastly, the final strength is that it allows students to hear others' ideas. This is not only helpful to the students that is speaking their ideas, but it also allows students to branch off on other thoughts that they might not have thought about without someone else mentioning it. While there may be many strengths to this strategy, there are also some weaknesses. The first weakness is that sometimes the teacher may not provide enough time for the students to think of an idea. The students are only provided with a brief amount of time to think, so it may be hard for some students to come up with an idea to share in that amount of time. Another weakness is that students may get off task during their group discussion. Since they are talking to their peers, some students may start talking about things that aren't involved in the reading, so this may cause some distractions in the classroom. A third weakness from this strategy is that it can take up a lot of classroom time. In opposition to not having enough time, sometimes teachers may use too much classroom time for this strategy since students are working in smaller groups. Another weakness is that there may be some incompatible partners. Teachers need to keep in mind of the students being paired together. For example, it might not be a good idea to pair up two students together who may be known to be distracted a lot, so it is important to pair students up appropriately. The last weakness is that this strategy may cause chaos in the classroom from the noise level when the students are sharing with one another. It is important for the teacher to keep good classroom management skills in order for this strategy to not get out of hand. So here's a little demonstration on the Think, Pair, Share strategy. After the teacher has given the students the topic they need to talk about and the amount of time that they are given to think, They are all told to think individually. After the teacher has called that the time is up, the students are then asked to pair with their elbow partners or with their assigned partners. Then one of the students are then asked to share the information that they have come up with during the time that they had to think. After the first student has finished sharing their thoughts, the second student can then share what they think. Again, after the teacher calls that the time is up, the students are asked to sit back in their seats, and the teacher will call on the groups individually to share what they came up with together as a small group.